You might be done with your specific person, but they're not done with you. We're going to manifest them back in this video. And yes, that means whatever circumstance you are perceiving in your reality does not matter. I don't care if you're in no contact. I don't care if the worst things imaginable have happened in the past or you feel that they've said that they're done. None of that matters because circumstances don't matter in your reality. And the reason we actually feel this way is because all of the time we are always looking at our external or our 3D reality for proof that our manifestation is working. But let me give you a little hint. Whether you see movement, 3D movement happening in your reality, it doesn't tell you how close or how far you are away from your manifestation. So yes, I know it feels like you're moving closer when your specific person is in more contact with you, or it feels like you're moving further away when they're not contacting you, but that actually has nothing to do with your manifestation. Everything that is reflecting outside of you is happening within. So if you're seeing movement, that's awesome, you're manifesting. If you're not seeing movement, that's awesome, you're still manifesting or moving towards your specific person. Or if you're seeing the opposite, that's still movement and you are still moving towards your specific person. Everything is always happening in a bridge of events, taking you from where you are to where you want to go. And the bridge of events always comes to you in a logical way. And I know it's easy to assume that these negative events occurring outside of you are something that's taking you away from your specific person, but can you really prove that? Can you really prove to me that what is happening right here, right now, in this current moment is not the perfect path to bring you to your specific person? And when thinking about this, you're going to realize that it actually, again, has nothing to do with what's happening in your external reality. It has everything to do with what you are assuming on it, and that's why we call it the law of assumption. So if you want your specific person to start showing up to you in the exact ways that you want, you just need to begin assuming it, because everything, and I mean everything that is happening within your mind through your assumptions is what is reflecting on your external reality. So let me ask you, what do you feel as if they are thinking of you right here and right now? Now remember, this idea is all within your imagination, so you are picking and choosing what you feel or believe and assume them to be thinking of you. And if it's just as easy to assume something negative, why not assume exactly what we want instead? Because this acts as a self-fulfilling prophecy, and your assumption begins to reflect. And then your level of commitment to that assumption is going to be what's going to keep you in that confident state, whether or not you're seeing movement outside of you. Something I always like to do whenever I'm looking at movement outside of myself is to ask myself, what's great about this? I know it seems like a simple question, but it's going to begin priming your mind to find out why things are occurring in your external reality as they are to bring you closer. Because even if you're in no contact with your specific person, remember, attraction and desire grows massively when you are not together. Think of this time apart from your specific person as being a time that they can imagine and you two being together, and then they're going to desire you even more. This is the assumption that takes you in the quickest possible way to your manifestation. As well as this, a really simple way to manifest your specific person back, and it's just through your own assumptions, is just to imagine an invisible thread connecting you to your specific person. Think of this thread as always and constantly guiding you two together no matter what is happening. Then whenever you experience either something positive, something neutral, or something negative in your reality, you're going to know it's just that thread pulling you together. Because think of a thread that is pulling two individuals together. If it's trying to bring you two together in the quickest way possible, it might bump you into some things that are perceivably negative, but this is actually the quickest way to bring you two together. As well as this, a lot of our anxiety or worry in our reality when manifesting someone we've already been with before actually comes from people outside of us. If anyone tells you that you can't be with your specific person, or it's not meant to be, or you need to move on, they're just placing their own limiting beliefs upon you. And it's always at those times more than ever that you need to consistently think about this invisible thread bringing you and your specific person together. And because sometimes people need a little proof in order to help them believe, let me give you a success story that explains this perfectly. It showcases how exactly what you are thinking, feeling, and believing right now is reflecting on your specific person, and that's exactly how they're showing up. It is a long one, so let me put it on the screen. This is someone from my email coaching, and they wrote, "Hey Kyle, guess what? Yes, everything keeps going fantastic. I was always curious about the statement that the specific person parrots back the things you affirm. And yes, that's so true. My specific person was on a trip for a week, and all that time I was affirming, every time I think of my specific person thinks of me. And guess what I heard when he came back? He said, during my trip, I was thinking of you all the time. What I love about this success story is it shows how even if you are not seeing exactly what you want in your reality still reflects back your assumptions. Their specific person was away on a trip, and they could just as easily have projected the idea that because they were separated from their specific person, this means that their manifestation was not working out. But instead of this, they imagined that invisible thread. They made affirmations and placed their assumptions on their reality. They knew that whether or not they were seeing this positive movement in their 3D, that their specific person was still on their way to them. And this is what I want you to do right here and right now. Imagine that invisible thread. Imagine that affirmation that every time you think of your specific person, they think of you. And then next time you see anything negative in your external reality, remember, everything is working out in your favor, even if you can't see it right now. Keep these things in mind, and there's no one that you can't manifest back. If you did have any questions on this, make sure to comment in the comment section below. And then remember, you can also reach out to me on my website if you want to send me a personal question at kyleaugustcoaching.com. And once you manifest your specific person back, make sure to comment your successes in the comment section.